Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Resonant Rise. My name is Brink, and we are back to do a little bit more witchery. Now, for this episode, we're probably going to do a little bit more witchery before we go on to something else in upcoming episodes. I just do want to touch on a little bit more before we take a break from it, and then we'll do some other stuff, and then we'll come back to witchery again. But we've done a lot already. And this is still just beginner witchery. I've set up an automated system for brews, and these are the primary 7 brews. And with these brews, you're able to make the intermediate or mediate or the advanced brews. And there's 7 of those. There's actually 9 of them, but 2 of them are sort of like splash potions is what they look like. And I sort of just wanted the jar looking ones to be here. So I have a space of 3 here and a space of 4 here for 7 more brews. And those will be more advanced brews. Now, as you'll notice, the bar on the wood ash is growing. This one's probably developing more than the others. But the others are growing also. And so I made this multimeter to be able to read the caches because there's no indicator for numbers. And I wish they would put it on the Wela. That would be helpful. But anyways, let's go through them so you can see what each one contains. And you can see that we have at least 200 or so for each one. And that's not bad. That's more than we'll probably ever use. And this is still working. So if we look at a crescent wrench here, or a wrench of any type, we'll see that these are exposed. And I made the chimney like I said I would in the last episode. I've also made a sort of mantle or wood-burning fireplace mantle area just to make it look nice. But here's all the wiring. We have access to the wiring if we need it, and the stoves are working. Now, dependent upon our witchery farm, which is on the other side of those trees, they'll send to our ME system. The ME system will send to our witchery ender chest. And whatever these brews will require to be made for the stoves will go into the caches, will go into the stoves, and then the result will go into the caches. Whatever cannot be used by the witchery farm will go into here, gets filtered into the ME system. So everything is automated, is working just fine. I may pop out these caches 1 block out just so that it's flush with this wall, but it looks fine to me just like that. I want to settle some of the machines and some of the utilities that I'll need to build to go into this area today. I'm hoping we have enough space for everything. But somebody gave me a suggestion in the last episode to safari net some of the mandrakes and put them in there. And you can see that this is producing crazy amounts of mandrake. Let's access this and replace it with our creepers so that we can continue making gunpowder for our mechanism 5 times ore processing unit. I'll throw this back in and we can use it at another time. But let's take a count. 1014 of mandrake. I think we'll have more than we will need, so I'll just keep it there. This is still producing. It's up to yellorium now, so that's cool. This is developing just fine. Our 5 times ore processing unit has not stopped since we started it a long time ago. That's because when I created the portal, let's go to this portal. I don't think I set up an enhanced portal to the deep dark yet, but a little while after I set this up, I had a speed upgrade, 3 times speed upgrade, the maximum, and I developed so much over a day that this has been running since. This has been off since then. You can see that the Tesseract is shut off, but it has run for such a long time that the 5 times ore processing unit has not stopped since. Just a huge amount of ores that is collected since. And if we take a look at our ore count, we'll see that we have a humongous amount. Let's take a look. Yeah, still a lot left to go. And if we take a look at our ingot count, since we're making ingots directly, we can see that we have good numbers of everything. Plenty of yellorium to keep our fuel going for power, and as well as the plutonium and the cyanide and the uranium, all of that. These are the most important to me right now. But yeah, we have plenty of iron and gold. I'll set up the whole face to be displays at some time. But today we are working with Witchery. And so there's a couple of things I want to settle. I will need an altar. I'm not sure where I want to place it yet. I'm sort of thinking to avoid the center because we will need circles. And I don't know if I want to set up circles in a second floor area maybe. Because I don't know that we have enough space here. We may. I think we have 11 here, and I don't know how big circles need to be. I have never worked with circles, so I'm not sure. I do know that this looks to be about the center, so I'll probably place the circle center here if I do make circles here. So I'll just remember this post here. It looks like it's the center. But why don't we do the altar, and we'll put the altar here, and we'll face it that way. This way, it's easy to gain access here. It'll be a sort of hallway. And so the altar will be to the side. Let's go ahead and start that altar. I know there are 2 crafts for it. We'll need the Witchery altar, and here it is. We will need Exhale of the Horned One and Breath of the Goddess. I'm not sure how I would remember that this is Breath of the Goddess by looking at it, but this does look like a horned one, like a demon with 2 eyes, and there's 2 horns up top. That's sort of a helper to remind me. But this Breath of the Goddess is sort of green. So let's go get one of each. And we'll go here. So here's that horned one. And here's that breath. So we got one, or at least one of each. And let's see. So what else was needed? A water bottle. We got that. You know what? We could probably just craft it right here. Altar. And craft, please. There you go. We need 2 crafts of these. So again, and the direction doesn't matter. You can flip these around. It doesn't matter. So there's our altar, and this is a multi-block structure. So once it's placed in the correct dimension shape, it will form a multi-block with a red carpet above, and there it is. Cool. We'll need some items that go on top of it just to superpower the altar. If we take a look at the power that the altar has currently, 780 is the max, times 1. I'm not sure I remember what the times 1 is. My recollection, my memory will come back when I remember what this is. But the numbers will go up as we start adding little paraphernalia up top. But you can see it's gaining power. It's sort of charging up, if you will. And the max it can go at is 780. So let's build a couple of things that we'll need for there. Now, there are some skulls that you can put. Let's take a look at some skulls here. We got a skeleton skull. We got a wither skeleton skull. You would think the wither skeleton skull is a little bit more powerful, and it is. So let's take a look at both. Now, 780 was our number. I'm going to place the skeleton skull here. And let's take a look. 1560. That's not bad. Let's put the wither skeleton skull now. 2340. Almost twice as much as a regular skeleton. Let's go back here. And there is another kind of skull we can use. And it's a better skull. It's called a player head. And there is no beheader on here. Let's see what this is. Entity detector. Is there no player head? Beheader. There is no beheader. So we'll have to take a look at how to craft that. Let me take a look again. Maybe I spelled it wrong. Player. Let's try looking it up with head. There it is. Just head. That's the name of it. Okay, so let's see if we can craft this. We'll need a computer and a wither skeleton skull. Yeah, I'm not sure what the relevance of a computer is. But maybe it's a form of AI to trick it into thinking that this is a player head. Dan's head. I guess that's the name of the mod maker. But we'll place this and we'll see 23 something was the wither skeleton skull. Let's see what the player head has. 3120. Awesome. And it has ×4, which I still don't remember what that is. Now, I wonder if well, first of all, let's make the arthana. Arthana adds range to the altar so that it the effects of the altar can reach farther away. Now let's see. This is 3120 at 4. I'll place this here just so that it has the longest reach. We'll put it on the corner of the altar so that it can go farther there. And we have 3120 at 4. Looks like it didn't do anything, did it? Let's see. 3120 times 4. Apparently it doesn't, but it does extend the range. And I'm not sure why it doesn't register there, but that's fine. Let's see, what else? There is something called the chalice. Let's see if we can make one of those. We won't be able to make the redstone soup chalice yet. That'll take a long time to make, but we'll need an attuned stone. We'll also need, let's see, let's make some more ingots. I'll make a stack. Just keep it in there. And we'll need the attuned stone, which is a whiff of magic, a diamond, and a lava bucket in crafting. So I'll bring it over here instead of building it over there. I don't know if I have any lava buckets, but let's look for the whiff of magic. That's this guy here. And we'll find out if we have the lava now. Let me just see if we can bring it up. Oh, the attuned stone is what we're making. And we're missing the lava bucket. Okay. So let's get a bucket. And we'll take it down to our lava fabricator over there. You know, I do have to do something to this. I've been meaning to do. Let's just grab that for the moment and do the attuned stone. I hope I can remember to do what I plan to do with that. But that's the attuned stone. We should probably make a few of them. But let me do one thing first. I want to make a drum. And we're going to store some lava in this drum. Just as a buffer. Because our storage reservoir at the moment is only this small ender tank. That's about it. So I don't think that'll be a good idea. I think we should have a little reservoir. So we'll need a fluid conduit. Let's see if we can get one. Fluid conduit. And we were using this kind. We don't need anything high speed because it's just a drum. It's not important. Let's see. If I connect it here, it will connect. So let me move this up instead and go like this. That's good. And then the fluid conduit will go from here to here instead. And we'll extract out. Let's see. No. Okay, it'll shoot out here instead and have a reservoir ready, because I could shoot out here instead and then fill the drum. But then I need to feed it back in whenever I need it. So I think this direction is better. This is set to extract. Is it? Let's see. No, it's not. Okay, there it is. And now this will fill. So now we'll always have lava. And this will fill up whenever this is full. So this will continue making now. Okay, yeah, I dried up a little bit. So it's going to fill up that drum and then stop. All right, let's put some stuff away here. Oh, we needed some drums to make a few attuned stone. And I think we should, because for this episode, we will need a number of attuned stone. Not sure how many, but it would be good to have them. So let's grab as many as we can make here. We're drying it up a lot. And that's good enough. We have one bucket left over. That's fine. Let's throw these in here and make some more attuned stone. We'll make a number of them. And how many did we make? We made 17 total. Drop all the rest of the stuff in there. And that's good. Oh, you know what? I want to keep the jars out of here. So let's take the whiff of magic with us. And take it over here and drop it off. Yep, all gone. Okay, what we were making was the chalice. We should be able to make it now. And tombstone, there we are. Now, like I said, I won't be able to make the redstone soup just yet. That's a complicated recipe. And so we will place this over here. Now, let's see what the number was again. 3120 at 4. 3900 at 4. So yeah, this has given it a lot of power. All right, what's next? Now, there is a candelabra we can make. Candelabra. And we'll need an attuned stone again. And we're ready there. That's cool. Things are going smoothly here. Now, there are a number of other things that we can do. I don't remember what they are. But I'm curious. This is 3900 at 6. What happens if I put some other heads in here? So if I put some wither skeleton skulls, will it increase? 3120. Wasn't it at 3900? Oh, it actually reduces it. Check that out. 3120 at 6, and it even reduced this thing also. Not sure that I want to do that. All right, so one head is enough. Let's see, is there other things? There is a book by Witchery that can tell you what does what for the altar. There was another one. Let's see, what is it? Book of... I guess I don't remember what it was. Not important. I'll find out. I'll do some research and see how we can raise the power of the altar. If you happen to know, please leave it in a comment. I would appreciate it. But let's start moving some stuff. Now, we have this cauldron. Where did my pickaxe go? Alright, let's throw this book back in here and I'll read it at another time in front of the fireplace. But let's get rid of this and the cauldron. We'll get rid of this and this. Instead of a drum, I just used the drum for a test. But what I'll use instead is one of these water ender tanks. And we will need, I'm not going to use this fluid pipe. I don't think we need it. If we use a low quality fluid conduit, I think that'll be fine. Let's see if we can make our way. What I'm thinking is keep it away from the edges of the circle here. So we have more space here. Why don't we throw it somewhere around here? And let's dig a hole. Let me use a shovel. Let's dig a hole just to make it easy to come up and down. We'll need netherrack to cook with. And so if the cauldron's here at floor level, the fire is here, that means the netherrack needs to be here. I think that's right. And we'll put the cauldron here. But then that stick gets in the way. Not that it gets in the way, we can still cook with it, but I'd rather make it look real, or well done. So let's throw it instead. Let's put the cauldron in front of this. Let's see. How will we do this? I need some grass here. Let's put this here and one block away. Yeah, it is where the netherrack is. I thought it was a little bit too close, but I guess that'll work. So we'll put it there with a... got the silk touch shovel there. Let's put the one grass block here temporarily. Netherrack under that, and then we'll get rid of the grass block. And will that work? I think that'll work. It's kind of occupying a little bit too much space, but I think that'll work. So let's get a flint and steel. And see if we can light this guy up. Get rid of that, and yeah, that'll work. And so fire there, and some pipes. Now the kettle uses water also. Why don't we settle the kettle on this side, right here? So that means I'm going to drop the water here so that it can share between the kettle and the cauldron. I'm not sure if the kettle takes water. But let's drop this down, and happily I can say the fluid conduit does not get burned or heated, so it's not affected by it. But let's put this, let's put it this way, like this. And we'll export out to the cauldron. Cool. And now we can replace the grass blocks again. And, oh, it's raining. Alright. I need some limestone. And some nether brick. Yeah, this kind here. Alright, we're in daytime, and I can replace the pillar now. And there it is. Oh, yeah, the kettle goes here. I think I'll cover this with some kind of a facade of grass. That'd be fine. Let's get a kettle now. To make a kettle, let's see how you make it. Kettle by Witchery. We'll need another tombstone with a cauldron. Cool. Now this has two sticks on the side, which sort of would look weird if it's alone there. So I'll have to figure out some sort of system to make it look like it's being held up by something. Let's try this and see what it looks like. That doesn't look too bad. It looks like it's being held up. That's not bad, but you know, if I could find another pillar that would look better. Any suggestions? Let me know. Alright, let's see if this takes water. I don't know that it does. And you know what? It shouldn't go that far down. So even if it did, I would bring that pipe upward. But for now, instead, I'm going to put the pillar, or the kettle. It needs fire, so you know what? I think I better... Oh, you know what? I'm going to raise this up one block. Yeah, the whole thing up one block. And then I'll put the kettle in line with that. Alright, that seems to work just fine. Let's place the kettle down now. And that'll go this away. Like that. And we'll get rid of this block here. And there we are. Oops, it went in there. I didn't want it to go in there. Let's light this up. I don't know what brew that makes. Just another rack in there. Is there a way to get it out of there? I don't know. Here's the other thing. How do I get it out of... Well, I have my magnetism on in my baubles. I have my Botania magnetism, so it shouldn't fall into the fire, hopefully. Did it? No, it didn't. I need a way to shut this off automatically. Some kind of an automated system. And then a grass block down here. And our nether rack here. And we'll light that up. And then let's place our kettle down here. Oops. Like that. Cool. Alright, that'll fix up in a second, but let's see, there is something else I want to make, and that is the spinning wheel. There are things we'll need the spinning wheel for, so let's get that ready. And I'm not sure, I've never used one of these, but let's see if we're just missing the item frames. Let's make 4 item frames. And there's our spinning wheel. Let's see, shall we place it over here? I don't know if there's anything else we can place here just to make it look like it's a straight line, and maybe on this end too. But yeah, there it is. This has a GUI, yes it does. This one doesn't, and this one doesn't appear to either. Well, you know what we can do is play a little bit of dress up actually. There is a witch's hat which supposedly helps you to gain more power. If we look at it, it says, for the discerning witch about town, creepers will ignore the wearer. Oh, so this is protection against creepers. That's good. There's a positive 35% chance of a second brew. That means a chance drop, except for necromantic brews, I guess. It has a durability of 80, so it looks like it wears out. So let's see if we can make this. We'll need some impregnated leather, which I've never used before. I don't know what that is. Some golden thread and a creeper heart, and I don't know what that is, nor how to get it. A golden thread. Oh, spinning wheel. Check that out. So whiff of magic with a hail bale. Let's see if we can make that. Hay bale. And whiff. I don't have a whiff of magic here. So let's see if we can go back here and get one. And we have it. And now this goes in here. Oh, it seems to be working. Okay. I don't know what the difference is with a distillery. Maybe because this isn't a liquid of any kind. It's not like a recipe. It's actually instead converting something. So we got 3 golden threads. That's cool. I'll leave this here. We may need it for the future, and we have plenty over there, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so we have the golden thread. And what else did we need? Impregnated leather. will require whiff of magics and diamond vapor, which I don't have. This is all doable, and it creates 4. So we'll make a number of these when we get the diamond vapors going. Let's see, what else? Witch's garb, and there's the hat. So we can't do it without the creeper heart, which I don't know how to make. So let's see if we can make the witch's hat. This looks like it is doable. So let's make this diamond vapor, which is a diamond with an oil of vitriol. Oil of vitriol is foul fume and quicklime. And foul fume we have. Quicklime is simply wood ash. Let's do that. So we'll make a stack of wood ash into quicklime. We have that. The oil, the foul fume is also another thing we'll need. That's this one. And is it in a shaped crafting? Witch's hat. There it is. It's hardly noticeable on any eye, but impregnate. Oh, was this what we were making? Because I can't make this. The diamond. Oh yes, distillery. Okay. So to make the oil of vitriol, quicklime, foul fume, jars. Okay, we got some jars with us. Let's go over to the distillery. Now we don't have a distillery yet. That's another item we need to build. Let's build that distillery. And that's this one here. So another attuned stone, some jars. That's doable. Alright, let's lay down the distillery. And it's got to be within range, so we can definitely place it right here, I think. Or on this side. I think I'll place it on this side instead. So there we are. Now the jars. Now, yeah, the range is acceptable. The little bar went away, so I know that. Foul fume. I guess we got to place it manually. And there we are. So, yep, there it goes. Okay, I'm going to speed this up. Alright, that took a very, very long time to do, but I do think I need a lot of them. So I'm going to make, let's see, 5 more. And I'm going to cut away and bring you back after it's done. But you know what? Let's not cut away. We only needed 1 for now, so I'm just going to use this one to make what I was making. And what I was making was impregnated leather. And we needed this diamond vapor, which goes diamond, oil of vitriol, and some jars. Now, the oil of vitriol I have. We need the diamonds. And that's what we needed it for. So we'll bring it over to the distillery. But I think what I'm going to do is let this finish first, and then I'll bring you back. I'll cut away here. Alright, just finished. Cool. Now we can do the diamond. With the oil of vitriol. Alright, we got 2 diamond vapors out of it. I'm going to leave this running. So 5 more will be made by this, and we'll come back to it. But I do have 2 diamond vapors now that I can use. Let's make that impregnated leather. Hopefully we have enough leather available to us. We'll need some whiff of magics. And that I thought I had with me here. No, I don't. Let's go grab some whiff of magic here. Got myself a stack. And let's see. And we made 8. So can we do this now? The witch's garb. The creeper heart. No. Let's make the hat. We have glowstone. There's the hat. Alright, let's take a look at how this looks like. We'll put this on. And now... that doesn't look too good. Oh, man. Alright, guys. I think that's it for this episode. I think I'm going to call it quits here. But if definitely you have some suggestions, because I don't remember my witchery too well, but if you do have some suggestions, I would appreciate you letting me know. But for this episode, I want to thank you for watching, and I will catch you all next time.